blasting away a bunch of zombies while doing that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we hope that you guys all visit us at, this season. And, we hope we can deliver that brand promise. And making sure that, if we can imagine it, we imagined it as kids, then it's here. It's here at Knott Scary Farm. We're going to bring it to you the 2016 season, folks.
I don't know how much time we have left, but we're now going to open it up to a focused Q&A segment where we're going to be taking questions of whether it's the new infected or old infected, the history of Knott Scary Farm. We also announced the all-new key rooms, as well as a couple of mazes. So if it's something we have announced, we can talk about it. So for any good questions we're going to be giving away, we have stickers for infected as well as park tickets to Knott's Berry Farm. And the best question will walk away with the last ever 2014 Frankenstein gun. Yes. So questions, do we have it? Okay, I see the first one.
We need some house lights.
Some house lights,
House
but...
lights, please. House lights, please.
Oh, we're getting you a mic, I think. There we go.
Is this thing on? Okay, hi. Will you be focusing on any other fears? Like, you did Doll Factory was a thing a while ago, and there's the fear of dolls, animatronics, and all that. There's the fear of being alone, like in one of the skeleton key rooms, from what I recall from last week, you have to go through it alone. Will you be focusing on any fears like that?
Well, it's funny, not only was the Zozo key room influenced by a fear from a friend, but also, I think Ted is the one that mentioned, if I walk into a room and there's a Ouija board and I have to sit and participate, I'm not doing it. So I guess that's a big fear that we're playing on.
Absolutely. Is this on?
Hello? Yeah, total phobic of Ouija boards. So that, we had that discussion earlier. So you're in for a real treat. Next. Merry imagination.
Thank you.
Oh, can we give her tickets? The last one, please.
So, the Green Witch reigns terror all over Knott Scary Farm. Is she at all involved with infected in any way, shape, or form?
I mean, she's involved with everything at the park one way or another, but not directly involved in this one. She's sitting this one out this year. I remember you. I took you through infected, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are there going to be any new changes to the gun, like last year?
Physically, no, but programming-wise, we are making the instead of the 3 headshots, it's just the 1 that gets the points. And I think we're just doing unlimited ammo. We just want you guys going through, having a good time, shooting everything. It's like,
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
get these guys in the back over here.
Since the ticketing system is going away, is the front of the line pass still going to work for infected?
The front of the line pass will work for infected.
Yes.
Cool. And what is the length of infected this year? Is it still going to be the same?
One more time?
The length of infected?
Well, the length of infected takes up a good footprint. I think the way we design the maze, there's a lot of excellent use of space, and so the travel time, I think you'll definitely like. I mean, it's
definitely not 6 acres, but it's so many tight quarters that you're twisting and turning. It's hard to put a time on it since we haven't ran it yet, but it's a pretty decent length experience. So let's get the guy in the blue, and then we'll jump to this side.
So seeing that the Black Ops infected is in the back of Knott's, away from everything else, is there a possibility that that could be a year-round event?
As much as I wish, it actually takes up a lot of parking for the VPs at Knott's, so I don't think they're going to give up their parking spot. Sorry.
All right, thank you.
Do we have another mic that we go to the side of the room or no?
Cool.
We can run over there. Sir with the beard, did you have a question?
Hi. Just a question. The big zombie guy, Big Fugly.
Big Ugly, I believe it was.
It's it Fugly. It's Fugly. Fugly.
Let's get the gentleman over there in the back of the yellow and black.
Just had a question in terms of technology-wise. Do the zombies know when they've been shot? Like, does it vibrate or anything on their sensors?
It does have it emits a little beep so that they know.
Well, you already, over these last few days, you guys announced that Tooth Fairy and Voodoo would be returning, correct?
One more time.
Can't hear you. You guys would be announcing that Voodoo and Tooth Fairy would be returning, correct?
Correct.
Well, what are the enhancements or differences that you will be creating in the new Voodoo days? Like any new rooms, any new skeletons?
No, you know, for the old mazes, last year we put so much into revamping those. This year we decided to kind of stick with those changes so we can put more of our efforts and resources into new attractions this year. Whoever else, there you go.
Are there still going to be tasks, like little missions that you have to do within the maze?
There are minor tasks that you are going to have to complete because we are trying to open this up to get away from the ticketing system. It is a bit faster paced. You won't be full sprinting like you had to last year through the 6 acres, but it will be a quicker pace.
Yeah, and one of the things too about the attraction is, in the last couple of years, we had groups and units of 10 to 15 people at a time. With this, with your experience, will be smaller groups. So then that way you can enjoy the experience and how we present it over to you, rather than having to worry about 10 or 15 people, other people in your group as well. So.
Cool. Let's take a question from this guy in the gray shirt, and then we'll move over back to this side. Yeah.
Has there been any talk about revisiting the original mazes from the early years and doing a modern twist on them?
Yeah, and we have kind of experimented with that with Dominion. It's one of those things where it's almost like an old record. Like, the band can remake that record, but it's still not going to be the same to you as it was the original. So we're kind of focusing on moving our agenda forward.
We're going to get a question over here on this side. I think I see a Paramount t-shirt. Let's ask this guy.
Yes, this question is for Eric and Ted. Where can your books be purchased?
Oh my God. I didn't
Was that
plan you out there, did I? Our books can be purchased at Knott's Berry Farm, of course, yes.
Yes.
They're available in Virginia's Gift Shop and the Magic Shop in Ghost Town. Thank you so much for asking. Flattered as all heck. Tank top in the front, please.
Okay, are you guys going to be having any more of the bungee scares?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
and
go
your
behind
shoes are awesome.
Oh, you like my shoes? Thank you so much. I bought these shoes in New Orleans about 10 years ago, so good luck finding them again.
Q&A.
But thank
Focus.
you so much. Hey, I'm all these lovely people asking about me. I love it. There's some questions on the left.
Hi, I was wondering if you have a handicap, can you still go to black offices?
Of course, of course.
And just behind you.
Real quick on that note, we had a lady in a wheelchair that had the highest score all year last year.
Every single night.
Awesome.
Since it's gaming related, are you guys gonna, for people who have season passes, are you gonna have a thing where you come back and you can beat your score and see your score and be like, that's me?
I think we're going to keep the scoring system on the rifles themselves. You will be able, when you come out, to see. We are working on a very advanced scoring system that hopefully we can debut later down the line. But right now, we're going to keep it to just the LCD display on the gun.
Okay.
Cool. Pass the mic right behind you.
Hey, I know last weekend you guys had discussed about bringing Paranormal Inc. back. I was wondering if there was any changes or something you guys can elaborate for us?
Once again, that was such a huge build last year that we did make a couple minor tweaks here and there. Things like just adding talent in positions that they weren't last year, but for the most part, it's the same maze. Thank you.
So I played Special Ops last year, and I actually had quite a good time doing it. And I was kind of curious, so how big is the new layout if you guys are going to use Snoopy, and where exactly backstage is it?
I don't think I could exactly say where it is because that'll reveal something else. But how big is it?
That's a very personal question.
Focused.
I don't think he's obligated to answer that.
Focused Q&A, Eric.
Focus. Let's send the microphone back. Let's send the microphone back.
What is it?
It's like a whole nother maze. Okay.
Brad has a question.
One last question.
One last question.
Last year, you focused as a storyline for the infected. You had Ground Zero. Is it going to be similar to that this year, or is it the storyline going to be a little bit different?
It's a continuation actually from last year. If you obviously with the idea and the term being used, Black Ops, there's a reason behind that. And it definitely ties into the storyline that we've had over the last 2 years, and I think one of the most refreshing things about what we have with Infected ever since day one was the idea that every year it carried over from the storyline from the year before. So with this new revision and re-envision of Infected with Black Ops Infected, it is definitely a carryover from, and we pick up last year with last year's storyline with Patient Zero.
Thank you.
All right, hang on just a moment. Hang on just a moment. Thank you for the applause, but hang on. We are thinking of the best, worst haunt question because we need to ask a question of you guys in order to figure out who gets that guy right there sitting on the stage. So for those of you who stuck around, congratulations. Now it's your Q&A time. The question is going to be...
Do you have it? Oh.
A trivia question?
I have one stock question.
Go ahead.
It's really
ask your stock question.
horrible. I've asked it before, so I don't know if this will be a good one or not.
Do it.
You know the question I'm going to ask. I've asked it before. You guys ready?
Ready.
Knott's Berry Farm. Name, first and last name, 2 people who have died at Knott's Berry Farm.
Name 2 of them? Hurry up and Google.
Cheers. Are you passing on that one? Because I'm going to have to give it to these guys. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer to that question, so forfeit. The answer is Walter Knott.
And Cordelia.
And Cordelia Knott. They lived on that farm till the day they died. Their house is still back there.
All right, let me try this one.
Silence for
Go for it, John. We got to get going here, but for the Infected, we had the Killstreak Award System last year. If you reached the entire end of that Killstreak Award System, what weapon did you receive?
Ray gun.
All right, come and get it. So with that being said, Not Scary Farm tickets are now on sale.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys in the fog. Thank you.
Anyway, tell us what you can, tell us about the new Infected.
Oh man, Infected's a whole new beast this year. We're taking it out of Camp Snoopy, putting it backstage, building an entire city, injecting the entire thing with tons and tons and tons of zombies around every corner.
Big boss. Big boss.
And it's a big boss.
What's his name?
Big Ugly.
Big Ugly. Is it Fugly or Ugly?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to call it. Yeah, whatever. And how many points is that guy?
He's going to win 10 times the point of a normal zombie.
Yeah, buddy. And no ticketing, no reservations or anything?
Nothing. Just come on down, shoot some zombies.
Awesome.
Yep. So John, one question for you. I see you running around all the time. Yeah. Sometimes you're a zombie, sometimes you're leading patrols. What do you like best about being part of Infected when you're working Infected?
The best part about it,
it's
honestly,
the yelling,
and this
right?
is the
The
worst.
yelling.
This is the worst, cheesiest answer. But I like it when I don't have anything to do and I can just sit at the exit and watch people coming out sweaty, having a good time with their friends. That's what it's all about. That's why we kill ourselves all year to make it happen.
Sweet. We love it. We're glad it's coming back.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.